There are big homes, and then there are massive mansions. Did you know that people literally have helipads and ballrooms in their homes? If that doesn't say grand, we don't know what does. Today we're going to be talking about 10 of the biggest mansions in the world. And well, this one's about to get real crazy. Number 10. The Manor. If your house is literally named the Manor, you know that the place is a little too massive to even be called a home. Sitting on a 5-acre property, the Manor is quite literally bigger than the White House. Who has the ability to live better than the president? Well, if you have enough money, you can live better than anyone's imagination. TV producer Aaron Spelling used to own this home, but he ended up selling it a few years ago. Today, the owner is unknown. But what's known is that this mansion is no regular home. For starters, it's right next to the Playboy Mansion, so that just drives the home's value up by a lot anyway. But even if you look at the home as its own, you'll see that on the outside alone, you have miles and miles of gardens, a full-size tennis court, a maze, a courtyard, and a whole outdoor sports area. Inside, the master bedroom alone is 7,500 square feet. That's 3 times the size of an average 3-bedroom apartment. It's like a whole little city of its own. Number 9. TAOHUAYUAN. While we're on the topic of cities and secluded areas, let's talk about this beastly Zen mansion. This one's on an island of its own, far away from everything else in the world doing its own thing. Now, you'd be thinking how easy it would be to get bored in a location like this, but that would probably never happen. Why? Well, because it'll take you ages to explore this place. You've got 32 bedrooms with ensuite bathrooms, amenities like a whole wine room, perfectly manicured gardens that might put your nail beds to shame, and a swimming pool so relaxing you might not want to leave it. Sunak China and Qiangshanbang Traditional Architectural built this mansion, and it wasn't just an aimless build. It was made to showcase the beauty of Chinese architecture on a super grand scale, and let's just say it does that extremely well. But what's the opposite of a zen, relaxing island? A fortress of solitude. Number 8. The PENSMORE property. Our homes are supposed to be the safest place for us, but some people just take that notion a little too far. Stephen T. Huff is an astrophysicist and former CIA officer, so he's seen his fair share of crazy stuff in the world. He knows some of the worst things that have happened to people and knows about some of the potential threats one needs to save themselves from too, which just shows in his PENSMORE mansion. For starters, this bad boy is massive, 72,000 square feet to be exact. After you take a few minutes to recover from the sheer size here, you'll be able to see that this place isn't just all size, it's also extremely strong. The way the property is made is so no matter what happens, it'll just stay standing there till the end of time. Or as the creator of the mansion claims, at least 2,000 years. The walls are 12 inches thick, making this a literal fortress. You can easily sit through an 8-magnitude earthquake, have bombs thrown directly at you, and even make it through tornadoes without anything happening to you or the mansion. Number 7. Villa Leopolda. You know how they use a football field to describe how massive a place is? Well, take that and multiply it by 8, and you've got Villa Leopolda. Yup, not once, not twice, but 8 times. This mansion is crazy and has been around since World War I. Back then, the place was used as a hospital. Today, it's an 80,000 square foot home that you could move into a small village. The 14-bedroom massive mansion sits on top of its own little hill and has acres upon acres of land all around it. Inside, you've got a slew of rooms, grand dining areas, a living space, a beautiful swimming pool outside, a full-size movie theater, and even a bowling alley. That's one house you wouldn't even need to leave at any point in time. Number 6. Modern Versailles. What's crazier than one swimming pool? 6 swimming pools. And these aren't just any run-of-the-mill set of pools. No. This is a home that was built to wow everyone looking at it. Swimming pools aren't the only crazy addition. There's also 11 different kitchens in the place. You could literally cook a different dish in each of the kitchens for your meals of the day and still have several kitchens remaining. This 90,000 square foot property is one that shocks every single person who steps into the land, and keeps them shocked throughout their visit. Number 5. SAFRA Mansion. There are mansions And then there are massive mansions that you can't even explain. The SAFRA mansion is exactly that. This massive mansion is located in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and is owned by billionaire Joseph Safra. The mansion is so big that it has its own postcode. The Safra mansion has a total of 130 rooms. Yes, you heard it right, 130. There are also 3 swimming pools, a spa, a cinema, and a home theater. If that was not enough, it also has a panic room, an outdoor tennis court, and a helipad. The mansion is so big that it takes a staff of 60 to maintain it properly, which is just a testament to how big it is. Anything for the richest man in Brazil. Number 4. The Biltmore Estate. The Biltmore Estate in Asheville, North Carolina is the United States' biggest private residence, and it's no surprise that it has such a huge area. Its construction was completed in 1895, adding to the area's beauty. This estate is unlike any other. It was accessible to visitors in 1930 with lodging at its village hotel or the 4-star inn, as well as high-quality meals and their own wine. The main house of Biltmore Estate, located in Asheville, North Carolina, has a chateau-like appeal and more than 250 rooms. Add to that 43 bathrooms, 65 fireplaces, a bowling alley, a 23,000-book library with a huge indoor swimming pool, and all the contemporary comforts you could imagine. Can you imagine quarantining here? Damn, that would be insane. Number 3. The One. You know you're talking about something extremely special if it's literally named The One. And let's just say that this is quite literally the one mansion of everyone's dreams. This lavish home boasts 21 bedrooms, 49 bathrooms, a sky deck, and a private theater, just to name a few of its incredible features. The 5,000 square foot master bedroom is fit for royalty, while the IMAX-style theater provides hours of entertainment. There are 4 swimming pools on the property, as well as a garage that can accommodate 30 cars. For those who enjoy nighttime parties or gatherings, the 8,500 square foot nightclub will not disappoint. Number 2. WITANHURST. Can you imagine living in a mansion that's so big that it rivals Buckingham Palace? Well, this one's it. The house was completed in 1913. Designed and built by architect George Hubbard as a London home for soap magnate Sir Arthur Crossfields. Since then, there have been requests to turn WITANHURST into multiple dwellings, but none were granted, until it was sold to Russian billionaire Andrei Guryev in 2008. The mansion contains 65 rooms total with 25 bedrooms. One of the most incredible rooms is the 70-foot ballroom with oak floors and carved gold leaf cornices adorning the ceiling. This place just screams extra. Number 1. Antilia. Speaking of extra, what if your mansion wasn't massive horizontally, but vertically? Well, that's a question that one of the richest men in India asked, and when billionaires ask questions, they don't just get answers, they go ahead and build a real-life version of their crazy question that leaves the world stunned. And Antilia is exactly what type of a shock. Overall, this mansion spans across 400,000 square feet and has 27 separate stories, all doing their own thing. In addition to the 3 helipads, 168-car garage, and 50-seat theater, Antilia also has terrace gardens and a host of other rooms spread out over its 27 floors. These include a swimming pool, spa, temple, and health center, all inside the home's walls. Now that's a house worth living in. And on that one, we'll wrap up today's video. Which one of these massive mansions would you want to live in? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos just like this. We'll see you in the next one.